Bitcoin has been exactly breaking towards the upside like we've been saying for days, and on today's update video I will talk about the price targets, I will talk about this massive liquidation we have just seen, and I will talk about where the next liquidity lays in the market. I will talk about the most important charts, the most important resistance, and of course I will talk about where we're going to be heading towards next, because the Bitcoin spot ETF is literally hours away from potential acceptance. So make sure to slap up that like button on today's update video. Can we smash it back above 600 likes? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. So on the imminent short term, we have seen a gigantic pump of about 7 to 8% towards the upside, and we have been screaming for this pump for quite a while right now here. Honestly, on every single dip we got, I said make sure to approach this as an opportunity and not necessarily as something bad. So after Bitcoin broke towards the upside, we of course broke first of all above this downward sloping resistance line, and we have been breaking above this very important 4-hourly high in the market. So since Bitcoin right now has been breaking the 4-hourly high, I would expect, let's say if Bitcoin comes down here potentially towards that 44.2k level, I would expect that this is going to be the main level that's going to be providing big support for Bitcoin. So if we were to be seeing Bitcoin to come down, I would approach this box that I'm currently drawing, this green box right here, as the massive support below us, since we've seen massive rejections from it in the past. And due to that, most likely this level is going to be flipping into big support. So this is the first of all biggest support I identified below us. And of course, like we also do know, we have been breaking out of this 28-day consolidation phase, to be exact. If I say this correctly, yeah, it's 29 days even. So we have been creating a massive consolidation phase for Bitcoin. It has been forming lower highs, higher lows, and yes, right now finally we broke the downward sloping resistance line and formed a higher high on that time frame. So of course the breakout on this pattern is not only on the 4-hourly time frame, but also here clearly on the daily time frame, and you can clearly see that Bitcoin broke the downward sloping resistance line. And this is actually a very beautiful pattern, and I said this several times before. Symmetrical triangles in a bullish trend, they tend to just break upwards, and once again it broke upwards. And if we're going to be looking at the price target of this pattern right now is laying somewhere around $47,000 US. So this level here on the top side is the price target of the breakout of this pattern. And honestly, if we're going to be looking about where we're currently standing in the cycle, I mean, honestly, we're just days out or even hours out before the potential acceptance of the Bitcoin spot ETF. So it does make a lot of sense. We are going to be seeing another push towards the upside. And I've been saying this in this entire region while we were trading on the lows. I still think we're going to have another push towards the upside, because I don't believe that the Bitcoin spot ETF is completely priced in. And honestly, if we're looking at the news, BlackRock has literally stated that they are thinking that the SEC will probably take till the end of this week to approve the Bitcoin spot ETF. So this week for sure is going to be super volatile, and it's just going to be getting accepted somewhere in this week. So right now it is Tuesday, and we're probably 3 to 4 days out before it potentially is going to get accepted. So make sure to pay attention towards this YouTube channel right now, because I will try to keep you guys as up to date as possibly can, because once it gets accepted, I will straight away make a very quick emergency video. So also looking at the liquidity heat map, guys, I've been also saying this for weeks in a row here. Bitcoin always follows the liquidity, and once again there was a massive amount of short liquidations laying on the top side, and Bitcoin exactly squeezed those out here. So once again, guys, you need to be paying attention towards the liquidation heat map, because Bitcoin always follows the liquidity, and once again we squeezed out all the liquidity in the market. So of course, if I see another big amount of liquidity piling up on the lower side or top side, I will let you know here on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe right now. A thing that I'm still a little bit worried about is that currently 52% of the market is long and only 47% is short, and due to that the funding rates are extremely overweighted. So this is definitely a more bearish thing in my opinion, and due to that the funding rates are extremely high. So if you want to be longing Bitcoin, you have to pay a massive premium. But like I said, it doesn't mean that we can't move towards the upside, since we are days out before that acceptance of the Bitcoin spot ETF. All in all, everything is looking very good. I mean, if I'm looking at the RSI, we're creating a massive bearish divergence right here, here, and we are indeed running in towards this big red box of resistance. So yes, indeed, we are right now approaching resistance for Bitcoin. But to be very honest, due to the Bitcoin spot ETF, I think we could get a massive hype run up once again here. And due to that, I don't necessarily will be expecting that we are right now straight away going to see a move towards the downside. And honestly, if we see a move towards the downside, I would approach the 43.5k as big support, and I would approach the 44,000 US dollars also as massive support for Bitcoin. So if you want to be trading this, don't forget to go to the link description of today's video where you could claim a deposit bonus worth $40,000, and without this link it's only 400, and on top of that you could claim a free 1,000 US dollar airdrop position, and all you need to do is sign up account using the link below, complete KYC level 1, and then you have to deposit $100 in your first 7 days, and you could be claiming this insane airdrop position for only depositing $100. And if you can't trade on BYBIT because you can't do KYC, make sure to check out bitfinex, where they also allow you to trade without KYC, and they're giving you a 10% cashback on everything you are depositing right now. So looking then at the 3-day time frame, also on the 3-day time frame, the pattern looks just absolutely beautiful, and the price target is also sitting around 47,000 US dollars. If I'm looking at my historical weekly heat map resistance box, I mean, I draw this chart here while we were trading on $24,000. And these levels are just the most important levels. So we're currently breaking above 43,000. And honestly, the next big resistance for Bitcoin on that weekly heat map resistance is going to be sitting around 46.8k. So that is the level that I will be approaching as a massive resistance. So if we touch that level, I potentially could be expecting we're seeing a massive rejection. But if we break above it, yeah, then of course we've got this level right here that I'm looking at. Let me say this correctly, this level sitting around 50,000 US dollars, and after that it's just 60,000 US dollars. So there's not a lot of resistance left to be breaking after we broke this level, but right now as well, we're seeing a weekly golden cross for Bitcoin, what is of course also massive. This is the first time this has ever happened in the history of Bitcoin. So this is it for me on today's update video. I tried to keep it short so you can watch it very quickly. Make sure to send this video to your friends and family if they want to learn something about this recent Bitcoin move. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.